Baroness Fox of Buckley.
My Lords, if there was an outbreak of consensus across the House in the previous amendments, I'm afraid I'm going to ruin the party in this group. If the aim of this bill is to expand opportunities and horizons in terms of training and skills acquisition that will allow wider access to jobs, I think we need to be wary of any attempts at narrowing what is on offer, especially if it's been driven by satisfying political hobby horses. Surely that is what this series of amendments do in a way, as a group, by trying to limit post-16 technical education and training by aligning them with net zero, climate change, biodiversity targets. So I'm opposed to them all. For some time, we've heard from governments, by the way, not just the present government, but previous administrations, a lot of hyperbole about the green jobs revolution. I've yet to see many of those jobs materialise. Targets are set, rarely met, rarely mean much. But I've got no problem at all with new skills being developed or taught for potentially these green jobs in solar, or I was delighted to hear about Wrexham College and the electric vehicle maintenance. Wrexham College is my home local college, and, you know, well done them for having the foresight to do that. But I wonder about the implications beyond that, because I suppose I want to ask the movers, would they oppose those who, never mind electric vehicle maintenance, wanted to just be car mechanics working on those old-fashioned evil diesel vehicles? The Noble Lord Baker talked about HGV drivers. Are they allowed? I mean, they're hardly going to fit in with your net zero carbon targets. What about the nuclear industry? I mean, I happen to think it's a good source of energy for environmentalists, but most of the environmentalists I know disagree with me. Will the amendments approve of training, for example, in mining engineering in Cornwall to access the local lithium that's so important for battery-driven technology? Or is mining verboten? Because after all, there's been valuable job opportunities in Cumbria, in Cumbrian mining, that have been put on hold after eco-lobbying has stopped Whitehaven creating domestic coking possibilities for the steel industry. And what about fracking? I know that not everybody agrees with me. That's what's a bit of a debate. But what about fracking? There's a moratorium now on fracking. But say, for example, that moratorium was lifted by the government and it was revealed that this was a safe source of energy and therefore would create new jobs and therefore would need new skills and therefore training. But I'm just not sure whether they would be, this would fit in with these amendments. Will these amendments, in other words, allow young people to train as pilots or in the airline or tourism industries or in plastics or construction and planning if those clash with green targets? You get the gist of what I'm saying. My problem when the noble Baroness talks about the need, talks about the need for reskilling to transition from carbon-intensive industries, is that one of the problems I've got is at the moment there is a political attempt at forcing the closure of those carbon-intensive industries. For political reasons, they're being closed. And I mean, I personally was involved in fighting Margaret Thatcher over the closure of the coal industries, and now I find myself trying to defend industries that have been closed by, or argued to be closed by, progressives and radicals. But I think there's a broader issue here of a philosophical clash between an ambitious industrial growth strategy, which, by the way, I admire at least the government trying to go for as part of a levelling up agenda, and I actually hope that the skills bill might help reskill and upskill many workers and young people as part of that ambitious industrial growth, and the kind of philosophical association around environmentalism with sustainability, low growth, limiting innovation and so on. At least there's a tension there. Just another couple of points, particularly in relation to some of the things I've heard so far in the committee. You know, some of us, at least, have worried historically in relation to education when governments of all stripes have interfered in the school's curriculum to push a particular political agenda. I've also always had a bit of a worry when NGOs or lobby groups have attempted to inveigle their way into schools to push a particular political agenda. But I'm no keener on actually the pushing of a political agenda via the skills bill, of the politicising of the skills agenda. I think the Nobel Baroness Bennett called it mainstreaming, but I'd say that this is an attempt at shoehorning the climate emergency into all areas of the FE and training, and it feels like an environmentally correct net zero straitjacket practically, but that will limit choices and create ever more hurdles to accrediting courses and apprenticeships and so on. But also, you know, I think it was the Nobel Lord Knight who made the point that further education hasn't got a national curriculum. Very unfortunate, because you can't get in there and change the curriculum. But I mean, that to me is like hijacking the national curriculum. It shouldn't be done either. It's called sort of brainwashing-ish, but or at least attempting to. So if you, and actually, my lords, if you talk to many rank-and-file lecturers, not necessarily the trade union bureaucrats, but rank-and-file lecturers in higher education, a lot of them are totally exasperated by the institutional signing up of their universities, of their colleges, to all sorts of politicised charters and strategies, usually by their HR departments or their PR departments, trying to kind of earn brownie points one way or another. And they complain that the problem is that this can often compromise academic freedom, mandating a kind of one view of the world in relation to sustainability, with no debate allowed. For example, I know lecturers in architecture and engineering and in economics have all said that because their institution is signed up to some sustainability charter, that their views, which clash with that, get them into trouble. So the last thing I want to do is to impose these orthodoxies on the further education sector. And also, I do think that all of those who've said the only reason that you're pushing this is because it will keep students, you know, it's what students want really and not what people in the House of Lords want, I think is a bit opportunist, to say the least. But I'm also just not convinced, because this is a bill about training and we should stick to that.